Alright, should hopefully be good. I haven't done the restream ever. Alright, we're just going to watch probably a couple of the TMG series, try to get at least some of these out of the backlog before the next patch. Hopefully they all get done, but at least get a couple done here. So the first series is FAM versus TMG. This is the first draft here. Somewhat surprisingly, Jinx does get through, but also Jinx has been nerfed at this point. Also, if anyone's watching, I had to reset up because I logged into the Beer League account. So if any settings are weird or need to be adjusted, please let me know. Yeah, Jinx gets through. They ban FAM bans Nocturne, Urgot, Yasuo, and TMG bans the Samira, Viger, and Diana. I think good bans. FAM, I guess I haven't seen them play the Diana, but it makes sense. Yeah, it seems like a champion that Dakota would like as the jungle, in the jungle, but I know Trevor likes it, so they could have definitely played it, but yeah, I know they like to pair it with the Yasuo, and that was banned, so maybe they just wanted to get rid of it. But yeah, the Jinx picked up first, responded with Ornn and Ezreal. I think it's really good picking the Ornn early a lot of times. Just a really solid champion overall. Pretty safe blind. There is some things that punish it, but certain things like Gwen, who ends up scaling really hard, she still does that, but she's been nerfed a bit, and she's fallen out of favor, so a safer blind than it normally is. Ezreal's always safe. He can struggle if you're against a lot of frontline, but you know, you still have a lot of stuff to pick up here, so you can cover for that if they start picking up a lot of frontline. And then Ahri and Gangplank. Ahri, one of the safest, if not the safest, mid lane to blind right now, and Gangplank's just... I've heard mixed things on the Ornn Gangplank matchup. I don't play top enough anymore, but I know I guess I feel fine in either of those. Both champions like to kind of have a lane to just farm up. Ornn actually is deceptively strong earlier, but you know, he can survive the early poke from Gangplank anyways, but in my opinion anyways, I feel like there's not a lot of kill pressure either way unless there's jungle intervention. And then, somewhat surprisingly, we actually get to see Trevor on the Kha'Zix. And then going into round 2 of bans, they take away the Sejuani, followed by Lulu from FAM, Tom Kench from TMG, and Yone taken away from FAM. Or, yeah, by FAM. They ban it away from TMG. Pick up the Victor. They know what they're playing into with the Ahri already picked. Just a pretty standard mid lane at this point. Again, kind of like the top lane. I can't imagine there'll be too much excitement without outside influence. And then the set Wukong. And the set will actually more than likely be going over to the FAM support. It's a fringe pick right now, but he does well on it normally, so I know he likes the pick a lot. And then the Wukong actually coming out did get buffed this patch. It looks like it's going to be Wukong Jungle, just based on what's picked here, which did specifically get buffed as well. His E does more damage to monsters, and I believe his W has a lower cooldown, which is, of course, a buff for lane as well, but it can also go over walls, which, again, a buff for lane, but can make you a little more creative and a little more slippery and invading or getting out of, people's jungle, or, doing interesting gank paths and stuff. So I'm not sure. There's probably... I haven't seen it a lot, so I guess I don't really know the power level of that. I used to like Wukong Jungle when it was meta, but I don't know if this is enough to bring it into kind of those glory days of the Wukong Jungle. And then Leona to round out the TMG comp, which I think's good. You've got plenty of damage with Ezreal, Kha'Zix, Victor. The Leona and the Ornn are good for just layering up CC and catching people from pretty dang far. The Ornn ulti got huge distance, and Leona ulti's basically a full screen away as well. So a lot of catch potential, which is great for the Kha'Zix, who can just go in and pop people. And the tankiest guy you got on FAM is the support in set. So, though he gets a big shield, but it's tough to live through all that. Alright. Start this up. I am probably going to turn off the capture for a second, just because I don't want to spoil with the time controls, so 1 second. Andrew letting us know that Joe saved him from the pits of despair, which is a very, it's a very Joe thing to do. He likes to do that, so he's hoping for a fam win. The other team that Joe's not on. So, very nice. All right. All right, should be all set. I don't see anything too crazy out of the ruins so far here. Everything seems pretty standard. Let's see. Yeah, it is the Wukong Jungle. Does Set have Hex Flash? No, he doesn't. I think you normally take that. Why is directed camera? There you go. Well, 5-man into there. Gets the sums. Oh my god. Joe going for it. But they get the sums out of Jinx. They are looking. Though this is level 1. Okay, so Leona lives. I think what would have been better is just have Leona start the tank and then let Kha'Zix just walk up and Q, get the kill, and Kha'Zix would maybe have to flash then, but I don't know. Kha'Zix with an early kill is kind of scary, so... And Andrew will never forgive Joe for pulling him out of the pits of despair, or flash queuing, I'm not sure which one, maybe both. If you want, Andrew, I can also hop in a channel, and we can duo-cast this too, but then again, you are not spectating, so maybe that'd be... Maybe the next one, I don't know. Maybe too much setup for already starting. Well, Wukong did clear the first buff a little earlier, though I don't think Kha'Zix reset on the after that little invade. Also, how are the settings? Like, is mic level and game... Well, is desktop audio? It says it's picking up, but it looks really like it's not. Maybe I just have to turn up the game sound. Sound is perfect. Yeah, I was going to say I probably just have to turn that up a bit. Maybe that's too much. Is it better now? Should I turn them up? Or should I just... Sound is perfect. That's fine. Okay. I think if I Discord stream... I can try, but I think it also might blow up. We do have a Kha'Zix gank coming in. Gangplank has flash. He's holding it for a long time, but he does burn it. Gets out, so... A nice gank, though, to get that summoner. Trevor's the type of guy definitely smart enough to come back and make use of those burnt sums, but Wukong with the counter gank, actually. Oh, a nice flash stun from Ornn, but Trevor did have to flash out of there. Overall, not a bad trade, though. All 4 flashes burnt on the top side there. Oh, Wukong going for it, but okay. Yeah, nice trade. Both of them kind of have to back off. Both top laners with 9 CS and just fighting. Yeah, Trevor on Kha'Zix is very scary, especially if there's like a single kill. Unfortunately for Sergeant of Mithril, the top wave is really rough here, but you can't do much about that. You had like, sub 100 HP and Wukong and everyone right there, so sometimes it be that way. Trevor actually... Oh, I know. Mixing up the sides for a second. Thought he's going for a steal. This is what happens when I solo cast and I'm tired. I already don't know what I'm talking about, and now there's no one to correct me. And this is largely due to how that lane state was after that early topside skirmish, but you do see Gangplank pulling ahead here. He's 60s ahead, and he should be able to pick these three up. But yeah, not much Ornn could have done about that. Not exactly an error, just how that early game played out. Wukong looking able to at least clear up the vision. Ahri's level 5. Once she gets 6, she's going to be really tough to gank, and she has flash. So our Temeru definitely known for being a really smart and safe player as well. So they do have the Jinx that's actually kind of not a freeze. Maybe a slight one, but free farming down there, already up a little bit. Which, yeah, Ezreal scales fine, but Jinx still scales super well. The only nerf she got was a base health nerf of, I believe, 70 health. So if she gets out of the early game relatively unscathed, which she does have one death, but that was that early, you know, that early 5-man invade. So if she gets out of this lane actually ahead in CS, then that's definitely looking good. Yeah, Ezreal can have super pop-off performances in late game, but barring an Ezreal just 1v9, Jinx is just more consistent. TMG pretty painlessly picking up that Dragon, but maybe I spoke too soon. Okay, Set is able to get the W off, but Leona going a little deep. Ahri has no more charges though, so yeah, well played by TMG. They actually get the Drake and they get a kill. Wouldn't put it past Joe for like a Ezreal 1v9, or what are we talking here? Because, you know, I believe Victor with the early kill and assist does actually already have the laser evolve. That's the point where both these champions are pretty dang safe now. I mean, Ahri with her ulti down, but you can play around that pretty well. It's not a super long cooldown. So as long as you're playing safe with your ult down on Ahri, you should not be really solo dying ever. And even with junglers coming in, you have a pretty good chance at getting out. And Victor can just kind of AFK clear waves at this point. Kha'Zix does get the level 6. Does it show what he evolved? It does look like the Void Spikes, the W, which I believe is pretty standard at this point. If Trevor's doing it, I'm guessing that's just what you're probably supposed to do. And I know that's kind of been for a while now the proper Kha'Zix upgrade. Q's always fun. You can like solo Dragon super fast, but less consistently useful. Trevor going in. This is a little overzealous maybe, but Ornn does help out, and yeah. Are you there to cover? But the Victor laser gets him. Here comes the 80 carry globals. And because where the fight took place, they should pretty easily be able to convert this into that Rift Herald now. You do have Ahri and Gangplank hovering. No Gangplank ult. Ahri ulti is coming up though. However, Victor still has ulti. Kha'Zix is a little low. So they do pick it up. And now Gangplank's... Yeah, I think you gotta just give it up at that point. So they do drop another one there. These kills are right where they want them. 1-0-2 on the Kha'Zix, 2-0-2 on the Victor, 1-0-1 on the Ezreal. So all the kills are on the carry champions, and the tanks both 0-0-2 helping out. So if it isn't what you're supposed to do, everyone else is wrong. Yeah, probably. Really nice engage from Set, though. Oh. Okay. So, flash, obviously unnecessary, but that's, foresight's, or whatever, hindsight's 20/20. I don't know if he W'd yet. Maybe if he had the shield. Ezreal E-flashed, I think? Really scared of that Jinx rocket. It does his global back. Jinx doesn't have flash, otherwise I'm sure she would have flashed that. Kha'Zix with the solo kill on Gangplank. So now it's looking like one of those this is why you ban Kha'Zix against TMG every time situations. He's got the Herald, it's 11 minutes. Victor and him are both 2-0-2. They're looking to set up the drop onto turret here. Very nice cancel on the jump from Wukong, though. Set hovering, knows that they're going to drop the Herald, trying to minimize damage. If they could stop it from charging, that'd be huge. But they still have 3 minutes, so I think the eye itself may be a little less. I don't know if I can ping it. I can't remember the exact time. I think you have 3 or 4 minutes. So exactly, flash out of respect. He flashes my rocket. I gotta flash his little true shot barrage or whatever. CS pretty dang even across the board, barring there is a 13 CS lead in the jungle. And Kha'Zix does have that full Duskblade. The first to get the Mythic in the game. Ezreal does, however, have Essence Reaver, which nowadays is almost like his Mythic. Basically gets it first every time. Big shield from Set, but yeah, there's... Character does not have the best, no real way out. Ahri's setting up here. Gets a little chunk on Kha'Zix, but gonna have to ult away. Does get chunked out from the Ezreal ulti. Looks like they're gonna have to give up another Dragon. Summoning that Rift Herald mid. I'm guessing they're just gonna have Kha'Zix solo this Dragon and Bradley collect the plates. Bradley, of course, being the victor. Wukong, okay, he's hovering, but it looks like he's backing up. Does get spotted out by a ward and sees it, so... This is what the top lane's going to look like probably until 30 minutes or so, so pretty exciting. Cool that directed camera likes it. I mean, granted, doesn't look like anything else is happening, so why not, but... Wukong's still hovering around mid, but... I don't know. Bradley is pushed up to turret, but Ahri's only at their tier 1, so... He's going to walk into him. Wukong does have red buff, no ulti on the Victor, but... Yeah, just drop gravity well and peace. And being 3-0-2, 114 CS, they're almost no shot. Victor doesn't have all his upgrades. I don't know if it'll even show me. No, he does. He has one more to go, but he's at 62 of 100 stacks there. Can't tell if Gangplank's doing crit or Sunder yet, since I believe Sunder builds out of call fields nowadays. Does get the slow from the isolated W, which is actually like a huge... It might even be 99% slow if they're isolated with the W. Ornn launched his ulti. If Gangplank... Maybe he has orange... No, it looks like he did flash. Directed camera decided. Let's go look at something else quick. Well, someone's flashing out an Ornn ulti. Nice Gangplank ulti. If they pick up the Kazakhs here, it's a big... I guess 150 shutdown, but they really need it at this point. Wukong's actually really good dealing with tanks here. He does have double buffs. Gangplank's still around, so Ornn might be going down. Nope. Ornn's like, just kidding, I'm an assassin, so... Trevor, kind of rightfully so, pinging the Ornn missing, because that champion's a bit bonkers. And Sergeant Mithril, Dan, does have quite the mastery of it shown there, picking up the Wukong. I don't know, that champ's kind of nuts. Andrew with another Ornn. Yeah, Jinx up in CS versus Ezreal is interesting. Ezreal is 2-0-2, but that's, again, not, like, due to the Jinx. Yeah, she's 0-1, and that was from the, 5-man invade dive into turret level 1. So, Jinx doing well to not only be caught up, but a little ahead in CS on the harder scaling pick. Though, again, Ezreal, very strong when there's not a ton of frontline in there. There really isn't, especially with Gangplank going that crit route, which I don't hate. I think, it helps you pop the Kazakhs and Victor and Ez, which is like, maybe just what you need at this point. But also, when you're against the Kazakhs, it's kind of nice to be able to go like that tankier. I believe a lot of times it's like, people do like Sunder, and they'll do, as you can see, like, no, it's not, sorry, it's Triforce, Hullbreaker, and Styrax, and stuff like that, but you don't necessarily need to go Hullbreaker if you're looking to group more, but you still do a ton of damage, and you're a bit tankier, especially like the Styrax to help against the Kazakhs. They do have the second Herald to drop somewhere, so with Dragon coming up in 35, they might just look to drop that for pressure. Maybe even Bog pick up the tier 1, and they could use the pressure to pick up Dragon. Victor 402, 500 shutdown, so there's a couple pretty big bounties over on TMG, so if Fam's able to pick those up, that's definitely a ticket back into the game very quickly. Though this does look... Set susses it out a little bit. Except Jinx may be caught here. No. Ornn does have teleport, but he's shoving top. So I guess they're just waiting for that. Okay, he's teleporting now. I was going to say, I feel like he probably should have just walked down or just teleported away, and he did teleport here, so pick that up. I believe they win. They should win a straight up fight at this point, so Set, if he gets a nice ulti through the Leona or Ornn, he's trying to get an ult with Leona into them. Victor blowing up the backline there. Jinx does Gale Force up, but gets picked up by the laser. Wukong going in, gets popped. Nice Set ulti. Stuns up 3 of them, but kind of getting hit with the wall at this point. So, not a fight you have to take necessarily. It's not Dragon's Soul at this point, but honestly, TMG's comp has no scaling issues. You might be further behind in the next Dragon fight, so I definitely don't slight them for just trying there. Though now it's looking extra difficult. Yeah, as did catch up in the CS there. So I think Gangplank's going the, which I think is pretty standard right now too, is you go the Essence Reaver into a Prowler's Claw. Looks like he's going. Very good into squishies. You aren't going to be doing maybe as much as other builds with the to the Ornn and the Leona, but honestly it might be close and it might just be the same. It's just you don't have the tankiness of the more bruiser builds, but you'll be doing a lot to the Kha'Zix, the Victor, and the Ezreal. Though Ezreal, one of the few 80 carries, realistically the only 80 carry that can go Frozen Heart, and it's not just Troll, and not a bad game for it. Ahri's the main, really the only AP damage, and more of a... She is an assassin, but also nowadays she's been doing a lot of the Everfrost and Artmeru, which I think is smart, but has the Everfrost Lucidity Boots, so you're not exactly one-shotting the Ezreal unless you get like full combo on him. Nice pickup, nice shutdown, and it goes on to Ahri, which is absolutely who you want it on. Because now spends that gold, which, what is Ahri sitting on? A little under 1,000, but good chance it's either a Horizon Focus or a Shadow Flame coming out next from Ahri. That seems to be a popular second item. Both of those helps with the damage issue. And then she probably can just one-shot this Ezreal. Again, you're going to have to land the combo. Ezreal doesn't have Charm. Really nice, this looks like the ult from Jinx, but gets caught recalling from the Ezreal, who, yeah, the good old WQ, just a ton of damage with the Essence Reaver Mana. Set going in. I think that this is actually a good fight for Fan. No one around for TMG to help out. Ezreal dies. Leona's basically guaranteed to go down here. They should give it over. Perfect. I mean, as long as Set doesn't get it there, which he stopped hitting Set smart. Ahri big brain. Yeah, Artmeru's a bit nutty. So that's actually really nice. That closes up what was a kind of ballooning gold lead there, but they do have 2 minutes 25 seconds to the soul fight. And I will say, because of, I mean, you do have like Gangplank burst, but like a lot of your damage is pretty sustained with like the Wukong, Ahri dashing around. Jinx is like a lot of sustained damage later, but it's still sustained damage. And if they have the Ocean Soul on big tanks like the Ornn and Leona, definitely makes it a lot harder to come back. So nice dodge out from the Wukong to get away from the Ornn ulti. That cooldown will be back up, however, for the Dragon fight, so it should not be a big deal. They just have to avoid fighting for a little bit unless they get a pick, which DMG is, if not the best, one of the best teams at finding creative picks. Trevor and Bradley, my back is sore and really bad Zed, are both phenomenal assassin players, and because of that, pretty dang good at finding little clever pads and getting picks off stuff. Bradley getting the free tier 1 up here. Gangplank's not going to get there in time. Might be able to look for something, but yeah, I doubt it. So a minute and 10 seconds. I think if you're fam, you definitely want to be like setting up for the Dragon, but then it's tough because if Ornn or Leona is there to tank that Baron, Kha'Zix does shred it, and yeah, TMG's doing exactly what I said. Leona's going to get in there. If you're tanking Baron, you do, I believe, 50% reduced damage to it, so Leona definitely wants to be tanking this, which she is doing, so that's perfect, and it just dies so quick. They might trade Drake for it, but they actually have 40 seconds, and I mean, they got time to reset and get over there, so I don't even think, since they win the fight already without Baron, they have time to get there. This is looking rough, but you can always get the Smite steal. It's 50-50, Lace is alive still. Smart from Fam, though, to go, well, the setup probably isn't going to be doing too much here, since they're just going to brute force their way in, so we'll pick up the objective bounty. Kha'Zix on the wings here, but he is by himself, so he's got to be a little careful. Gangplank going to have a tough time holding here. Yeah, it does have to flash. If that I think that's the right call. If that lands, Ezreal should be able to just probably E and WQ you while you're stunned or knocked up. And there's always the, like, RNGesus. Gangplank gets a 20% crit barrel and chunks everyone. They do get the nice pick on Ornn here. He has no ulti. They pick him up. They do use a lot, but Wukong's actually holding up the whole back of the team there. He does have to use his ult, but that's definitely good. That's what they needed. Now, with the 4v5, though. I mean, health bars are a little low, especially on the engage of set. Wukong no ulti, so you can't really engage. So I think it still just has to be 50-50, even with the kill. Yep, Kazakh's Q smite. It's hardly can even call it 50-50 at that point. That champ's just, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably like if you do it right, which Trevor plays a ton of Kazakhs, so he's gonna do it right. It's probably realistically not even like 80-20. It's probably almost 100%. I don't think Wukong has any way to go in and outburst, especially if Trevor has his team stop bursting, so he can control the damage, which it looks like they did. Really nice catch. That slow is just insane. You have the E upgrades that resets, and you can jump back out of turret. Looks like Ornn's teleporting mid. Maybe they just are trying to really get that mid inhib, but yeah, I guess that's fine. I mean, you've got Baron down for basically 4 minutes, and Elder for 5 minutes, so it's going to be up for those, unless Baron's like started immediately. Leona is taking a 1v1 with the Gangplank, which, I mean, I guess it makes sense because of where Leona is on the map right now. So at the very least, you want to make sure Gangplank can't get there because you won't be able to, and because of the Ocean Soul, Leona's just too damn tanky. We'll go down here, I think, but I think it's better than just letting him... I don't know. Maybe not. The Ocean Soul is just doing work. Double Ocean Drake and Ocean Soul is just nuts. Lower health you are, the more the basic Ocean Drakes are going to heal you up. Yeah, I want to see the Leona kill the GP as well, kind of, but it's not going to happen. Get a little drive-by. The first ornament does go over to the Kazakhs, I think rightfully so. I think a lot of times when you have I would say either a really fed AD assassin or which they do in this case with the Victor, have a single point of magic damage on the team. I like to see the upgrade go either to like the fed assassin, or if you just have the 1 AP threat, I like to a lot of times see it go to them, because boosting their damage up while people are not really wanting to or building MR, I think is really beneficial. But yeah, I think it's probably best to give it to Kazakhs here. He's popping off, and he definitely wants to be able to have that lethal damage on anyone, so giving him the boost definitely helps. And at this point, like, Set probably doesn't get like one comboed from him, but even that, I mean, yeah, if Set doesn't get to shield, he might, and everyone else is yeah, I guess Wukong naturally has a good amount of armor with his passive, and he has a chain vest, but I don't know. Lucy not limit testing, just limit proving. That's for damn sure. I actually saved the locket too that whole time, so if anything could have baited in the Gangplank if Gangplank kept trying to fight. So this one's looking really rough. I think it's up to TMG to lose this one at this point. However, Fam does have decent wombo with like a nice barrel chain, Gangplank ult, Wukong ulti, and maybe like a Jinx rocket over the top. If you can toss like a nice Ornn, set ult, Ornn people, or Ornn into everyone else. I can't remember if I mentioned this earlier got sidetracked, but the Set ult does bonus damage based on who you grab's maximum health. So if you were to grab like a big tank like that Ornn, it's kind of funny when you see like a Cho'Gath or Scion who gets a bunch of free bonus health. You can see Set's like not even really building damage, and they just about one-shot the backline by tossing these like 8k health Cho'Gaths into the team. So there is a lot of Wombo potential, but yeah, DMG's got a good comp to dodge out. You have Kazakhs, you have Ezreal, Victor can play safe with range, and the other two are big tanks. So, and of course they've got the Ocean Soul. Ahri looking for something, which again you kind of have to at this point. You're triple inhib down. You've got Baron coming up in 15 seconds, Elder in a minute 45. I definitely always like to see people at least go for the plays. Otherwise, you're just going to bleed out at this point. So, it doesn't amount to anything, but all you're going to have are low percentage plays at this point. Ornn's so tanky, so crazy. Yeah. Yeah. That's so wild, bro. They do have good wave clear. Jinx rockets, and then barrels and the REQs. One nice thing about the barrels as well, normally the AP characters, Set's getting caught out here. He does not get one comboed by the Kazakhs like we were saying, but, with him chunked out, that is realistically their primary engage, barring maybe a Wukong going in with his ult, and they're just going to have to give Baron, which, realistically, though, they already did, so... No reason someone should be both that tanky and also so cool. Yeah, well, Dan is, so... Yeah, the coveted 6th champion, which is just 6 super minions every wave, is just doing work before the Baron Baron buff's getting here. So here they come. Gangplank ulti to try to clear. One last fight, nice set ulti. Ornn ulti does not get recast, so they actually are doing well. Jinx is too far back, though, which you kind of have to be. Got chunked out. Kazakh jumping in one-shots. Very nice ace. 5 for 0, clean. But I do like the attempt from Fam. The fight actually looked really clean. They just are so far behind, but I think that's the best they could have done. Yeah, actually really big set R. Really well played from TMG. Well played from both teams, but I mean, you got like 11-3-3 Kazakhs. Just these scores right here. The whole team did super well, but these guys are hard carries and just proven to why Kazakhs is so consistently banned against him. I've fallen into that trap too. I think you can leave it up sometimes maybe, but like, I don't know. Sometimes it's just, you're like, oh, well, we could pick this into it and this into it, and then, like, it doesn't matter. So, well played. 1-0 lead for TMG. We'll move on to the second game here. I can try, if you want, Andrew, I could just call you on Discord or something. Otherwise... I can just keep going, too. I'm going to be doing 2 series, so it's going to be 3 more games. I know you stayed up late. I don't know if that's going to be too late. Otherwise, obviously, you can just leave whenever, too. Yeah, I'll call you.
Hello.
Hello. All right. I am going to start the second game here. Turn off the display so I can turn off the time controls.
I'm glad you got me in here because I'm really excited to tell everyone that bacon was 50% off the grocery store today.
That's so wild, dude.
Bought a ton of bacon in it. So cheap. All right.
It was almost like 50% off.
It was 50%. Yeah. It was like the big one, so it was normally $10 and they were $5. So I'm all baconed up. Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for coming. Should probably do the draft first.
Oh, I forgot this is a watch party. Yeah, there isn't really a good way to do that. Do you want to try the Discord stream and just see if it works?
Yeah. I'm going to send it. I'm a little concerned that it's going to...
If the stream looks bad, I'll figure we can do something else.
Yeah.
Or just say it's not going to... Actually, I have the Spectator client, so if you just send me the Google Doc link thing, I can...
Yeah, I'll send that here.
Cool.
I'll send the current game. Should be able to just send it through Discord here, so...
Uh-huh. In the draft link in Watch Party, I'm guessing.
Oh, I can send. I got them all open here. I can send.
Cool.
There's this one, and
makes it easy.
the game as well. And I'll send the next series as well.
Okay, cool.
All right. So, just make sure I shut off the time controls.
You sent the TMG. Oh, never mind. You're right.
All right. No, you're fine, dude. All right. I'll probably start going over draft here, and then once you're all set up, just let me know.
Yep, I'm good for draft.
All right, Team G bans out the Viger, followed by Fam banning out Nocturne. Which, I mean, Trevor does play Nocturne, and it's like it is a scary pick. Influences the side lanes a lot. Later on when people are splitting, it can just come flying in. So,
Yeah.
it is scary. I get it, but looking ahead, since we have that ability, they let the Kazakhs through, which I feel like if you're going to be banning Nocturne against him, I feel like you should just probably ban the Kazakhs, but I don't know. We'll see. They might have a good answer for it this time. So they banned the Samira.
They just saw why to ban it. But...
Exactly. Like the Samira banned against Fam. That's Celestial Vixen's main champ and very good at it, so that makes sense. Followed by Diana banned from Fam. Another one of Trevor's favorite junglers, and she's a very good team fighter. I like that ban.
Nice, the Yasuo Diana combo they like.
Yep. And then you got a Jarvan ban over towards Fam, which makes sense. I believe that's Dakota's, Elias's best jungler. And then you have the Victor, which they just played against, and they go, actually, no, we don't want to play against that. So then they pick up the Ornn first on TMG, which makes sense. Yeah, Kazakhs is up, but it's one of those things where, Trevor's kind of the premier Kazakhs player in the league, so it's not exactly a high priority. They aren't likely to take it away, and if they do, I'm sure they're not like that worried about it. So they pick up the Ornn.
Not afraid of an Ornn counter pick. It's
right.
Because he exists.
He just exists and is useful. Then you have the Ahri Jinx, which both make sense. Ahri again, safe blind. Artemir is really good on it, really clean, super strong. Safe to set up picks, and you kind of do need safety. You probably are well aware they're going to go the Kazakhs here. Like, that shouldn't be a surprise. So having a safe mid is nice. And then the Jinx, which immobile when you're not getting the resets, but good range with the rockets and lethal. So has some safety there, especially if you can get like a support with some peel or peel somewhere for the fights.
Yep.
And then
something to help chew through the Ornn as well. Jinx is a pretty good tank killer.
Yeah, Ahri's not exactly dropping an Ornn, so definitely needs something. And then the Kazakhs picked up, which not surprising. So I'm sure they knew it was coming in the second picks here, but then the Ezreal, which also not exactly surprising. It's one of the picks Joe likes. It's kind of an 80 carry staple. He's a lot of fun. He's safe, but
Yep.
And then they pick up the Zac, which I think is actually a pretty solid pick, especially they have the Jarvan band. I feel like Zac's almost like pseudo like tanky AP Jarvan, where you just fly in, knock up, and then try to disrupt a little bit. But instead of having the thing where you lock him into a spot, you just bounce around and knock people around. Definitely super tanky though, and he takes maybe a little bit longer to get online because for each rank of that E, you get a lot more range on it, and that's very important and lower cooldown. So each rank of E is super important. But once he gets ranked, level 9, gets 5 points in that, he can just gank from so far away. So I think that's definitely good. One of the few things that can threaten even things like the Ezreal. You could get some surprise angles on the Ornn. And then going into round 2, they ban the Lulu away. Support's name is Lucy Lulu. It makes sense. Though I know, having played with her a lot, she kind of thinks it's funny when people ban it because there's like a billion enchanters in the game. So
yeah, she's annoying though with the polymorph.
Oh no, for sure.
Foreign Kazakhs who have to go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it, but it probably like kind of happy they banned it in that way. Like got him. But then the Tom Kench banned away, which does give the safety, which I think is really good because they have the Kazakhs pick up here, and that can make it really tough to deal with later. If as the Kazakhs, it's tough to deal with the Tom Kench later. They ban out the Yone, which it's annoying, but with the Kazakhs jungle, the Ornn top, the Ezreal already picked. Like if you have an AD mid here, like you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get it. But Artemir is like a really clean player, and Ahri's safe. Yeah, you have Zac, who's like a hyper tank. So Yone does do some magic damage, like a little bit splashed in there, probably like 15-20% of his total kit, depending on how the fights are going, but maybe even less than that. Not enough to warrant, building MR for him, and yeah, they're definitely going to need some magic damage from mid. So I don't know, but I get it too. And then the Nautilus ban, which again you don't see the support yet. That's another one that can make Kha'Zix a little, annoyed later on, tough to play because. Yeah, Jamie's in chat. This is the one from last week, and then we will be doing the TMG series from this current week as well after. But yeah, then the Nautilus knockup just makes it rough, and then they pick the Gragas R4, which is kind of the same thing as like that's like really good peel. Kha'Zix goes in, you have both the little belly bump knockup, and you have your ulti to disengage. So definitely a good pick. And if I had to guess, well, actually, yeah, it would make most sense going top, I think, here.
Yeah.
I don't think he's really played much.
I mean, we played against it support
Right.
yesterday, but it's not a thing you would plan for, I think.
And knowing Donovan, I feel like he's going on Pantheon here, because
Yeah.
that's just like out of these, Donovan being Gentle Criminal, the FAM support now, that'd make the most sense. So I'm guessing that Siraga's top. And, that's, again, it's another top lane where it's like they don't really have kill pressure on each other unless they're just going like absolutely sicko mode. And then the Syndra pickup, I think that's perfectly fine. You do see the Ahri. But again, Ahri doesn't really have like hard matchups. She can just wave clear with Q, gets move speed from W. Once she has ult, she's tough to catch. Like, there's not a lot of lanes that are just going to stomp her. Syndra's really good, helps with picks, which is good for Kha'Zix. You QE, Kha'Zix jumps on them while they're stunned. Like, and then Syndra R later. Like, definitely have a ton of pick there. So I definitely like the pick. I think Syndra's super solid. And then the Poppy, which actually looks to be going support. I think it's solid. They don't see Pantheon yet, but it does stop the W, which is like his whole engage. It stops the Zac E, which is huge because, like we were talking about, when he gets 5 points in that, he's coming from like over a full screen away, and you just bonk. Stops the Ahri charges, though you do have to get on Ahri in the first place, so she's in the W range, and it actually does stop the Gragas E. So a lot of value out of that steadfast presence on Poppy, and actually. This would be on current patch. So it does have the buffed lower cooldown, and is it increased move speed, or what was the
increased move speed? Yeah,
increased move speed and lower cooldown on the W.
Things, but
and then her ulti has a little bit more of a knock-up with the tap, and I think increased missile
and
speed,
full charge
or something. Yeah,
full charge. It makes them fly farther.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot more utility on Poppy. No, and seems like more of a utility, like team fight type champion more than a good lane presence, but we'll see how it goes into the Pantheon. It might work out well. But
and then they do.
I wouldn't be afraid of it going into it though.
No, the Pantheon does round out the FAM comp. Being that it is support, he does get a semi-global ulti at 6, so there is like potential to go around, and he does have a point-click stun. So like if Kha'Zix jumps out, you can just bonk, try to burst them out. And you do have your pseudo invulnerability as long as they are in the front of you. So you do have outplay potential on some of the Kha'Zix bursts. However, I do think it's going to be tough to play into a slippery AD carry like Ezreal, which also has very high range, and then a Poppy that can block you and just push you into a wall. So Pantheon's going to have to play very well, I believe, especially if that is support, but not impossible. And there is still a good window around W, even though it did get a lower cooldown.
Yeah, I think the Pantheon has to play more for the map more than the lane here. I don't see.
Yeah, I don't see a world where you just stomp lane.
Happen, but yeah, exactly. Yeah, which is fine because you have Jinx. You don't need to stomp lane to win. But it's like, well, you could have picked a support. Like Pantheon normally wants to steamroll the early game and mid game, but the Jinx is more of a late game, so a little bit of a not synergy there.
Yeah,
whatever that word is. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna head into the game here.
Okay. I have it open, I just need to hit play.
So, mine's at 9 seconds, if you want to go to there.
Okay. Sorry, just give me about 9 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm there.
Alright. Just go on 1. 3, 2, 1.
Alright,
and we're off.
Alright, and you're at 30 seconds? No, just kidding.
Yeah, 31, no, 17, 18. So,
Yeah.
yep, Poppy support, Pantheon support, so that's what we expected there.
Mm.
Gragas top, so no real surprises here. Gragas is running Phase Rush, which, looks like a cheeky invade, which I believe they did this just on the reverse side last game, though it looks like Gragas has sussed it out, so... Though Trevor loves getting a deep ward here and seeing what buff they're starting, so they'll at least have the knowledge of where the enemy jungle is starting, just based on what they don't see, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the Pantheon does get the ward on the red buff. So, I guess equal or even outcome, basically. Extra ward on the chickens for blue side, but...
Yep. But, which, I don't know, it makes sense, because the red one will probably run out before Zach gets there, but chicken one might not, but I don't know. I feel like you're just kind of wanting to know where he's starting, which is, 90% of the time going to be where he is now anyways, but I feel like Zach with his W start could probably solo down Raptors pretty easily. Showing some love up here from Gragas to Ornn, just doing a little dance.
Nice.
Zach has the nice clear there where you just pull the Gromp and do them both. Zach actually has like a super healthy clear too.
Yeah, just goes to show that somebody's comfortable on the champion. It's like doesn't mean a whole lot other than they actually have some little tricks. They probably play the champion and have
like
somewhat of a
small
plan.
optimizations, but it can make a difference. Like League of Legends is a game of seconds, he clears 2 seconds quicker or something because of it, but it's like, well, if you could do that top lane 2 seconds quicker than the enemy jungle and burst down their top laner because the other guy's not quite there yet, could be hugely impactful. So yeah, it seems small, but sometimes that stuff really adds up. So that's why I like to see those little optimizations.
Mm-hmm.
Like Karthus jungle, I don't know if you've heard, really good right now. There's a lot of stuff you can do there. So
I've heard that from many people.
Yeah.
Two people. One. Can I count myself in here?
Yeah. If it helps my cause.
People really.
Really nice trade from Ara Tamara. Chunks out Syndra. Both have the Corrupting Pot start though.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, the W damage is a little nutty on Ari.
Yep.
Just how consistent it is.
Oh yeah. It has a super nice trading tool early. It gives you the speed boost as well, so you can auto W, run up and auto while avoiding a Syndra Q with the speed. So a lot you can do with that. That's one of the reasons she's so safe and just a consistent pick. Nice trade backs though. Bradley actually coming out ahead on the health pools now. I don't know. Oh, Ezak out of the jump. Beautiful. Guy might be alright at League of Legends, huh? So yeah, Ari is running Biscuits as well. I just didn't see him in time, but they, Biscuit advantage on Bradley as well. They're both about to get another one in 7 seconds, but yeah, no teleports. Oh, that's This is the TMG special. They just I don't know. You wouldn't think they're gonna be there, but they're like, hey, what if we just both were?
Bottom a little shoved. Artemy, you're definitely thinking that they're heading bot. So
wants to help.
Go follow. That's the danger of mid lane. That's
That's why for my stupid bot lane, dude, I don't call MA. I don't follow. I'm not dying for that.
I guarantee they're just sitting in this bush as your bot lane is currently getting dove.
But it's
just sitting on the pixel brushing.
These guys, dude, they're a bunch of chumps down there. You'd hate them.
Oh, I do.
No. Love you. Nah. Love my boys.
No, the 80 care is pretty cool. Big wave crashing for Gragas. That feels
69 stacks on the Ezreal tier. So
nice.
Stacking that up nicely.
Nicely indeed. I saw an absurd number of cannons being missed last game.
Nice.
Good job not pointing it out. But
yeah, because
I don't have the strength.
I know what I do. I just don't know if I know what I have to do.
Yeah.
Just don't know if I'm strong enough.
Yep. Nice little freeze getting set up down here for the Jinx. That's
Yep.
nice. And Poppy looking like roaming mid, so Ezreal should not be able to break the freeze on his own until Poppy gets down there.
No.
That's why if you're support, just never leave lane. That's
He's got a ward on Dragon, but it is a control ward, and they're gonna be able to just clear it right away. So.
Feels a little bad, but you you don't know.
Right idea.
Yep. You can get some
Just-
vision on the Syndra at least. It's
Yeah.
not totally useless.
Just unfortunate that they're literally watching you do it.
Yep. Yeah, that's something I've been hearing people talk about more, is just pressing tab, seeing who has a controller, and then if you're tracking them, it's like, oh, when does the controller disappear? I can just go,
Yep.
destroy it. Especially in solo lanes, like, or your mid laner leaves lane for 2 seconds and they come back without their controllers.
Yep.
I wonder where that is.
They
You
threw
can't
it
do
away.
that for normal wards, but controllers you can. Yeah.
Early free Dragon. Another kind of Kha'Zix special, but you know, TMG's just also good at playing around those early Dragons. Probably because, you know, Trevor is a Kha'Zix main.
So let's see if Jinx and Pantheon can roam up to this blue. This
It has
like
to be a
they're not
good
going to- they're gonna
chance.
give it.
Do they know? I think they saw, right? Like red team saw them on there.
I feel like
Yeah.
I think they saw him walking in. Just the way they're acting.
Nice charm though. Poppy has no flash, so Poppy's going down for sure. Ari does get resets on her
Yes.
ulti, but she's low mana, has a biscuit. Direct camera's showing me nothing.
Yeah.
Might be able to. Okay, nice
Pantheon
flash. Does
flashing
get the
in,
stun.
gets the stun. I'll let you.
Nice. No, you're fine, dude. It's saying the exact same thing. You can do play by play. I'm fucking
Oh,
tired
jeez.
anyways.
Oh wow. Jeez. Oh, okay. Play by play complete.
Oh my god.
Those early blue buff skirmishes, I always want to do them, and they never work out. And so I feel like at this point, I know it's in, but like if I still want to do it, I'm like,
Oh,
you guys want to?
nice flash from the Jinx.
Yeah, gets the Kha'Zix flash to get out.
Does have one more ulti charge. Zac have passive. Yep, Cell Division goes down.
Lucy should be able to get out here. Yeah. All in all, slightly in TNG's favor, but well played by
Jinx
Bam.
are
Ooh.
might have had. I think they had vision just from the
Mhm.
river. One of them walking over there,
Yeah.
so just going for it. Nice attempt.
I feel like the Gragas here, I feel like Gragas is really good at kind of neutralizing difficult lanes. So picking it into the Ornn seems like Ornn might even provide more utility than Gragas in team fights.
Yep.
Could almost pick some side lane. I guess they're kind of doing the same thing, so it's fine.
They're similar. I do believe Ornn is just naturally going to give more utility with the free gold he's giving out to the team.
Yeah.
Good disengage though from the Gragas, which you kind of need for the both the Poppy and the for Poppy and the Kha'Zix from Gragas, and I think also Gragas is just a comfort pick for good loss, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he's just it's a pick he
Okay.
likes. I think he even played it against us and got a solo or two on Tom. I think that's when we got baited into a Camille pick into it. Was it
Yeah.
Camille, or I can't remember either way. That actually might have been Jax, I think. Either way. Did well.
Jax definitely got soloed a couple times.
Yep. Got the really nice like belly bump and then like ult barely into turret range and just
Yeah. Tom kind of on the edge of diving.
Yep. He goes, nah, you can't do that against Gragas.
Groggy.
Groggy. What's he leveling? That Q seemed to do not very much damage. Yeah, he's got 2 points in Q and 4 in E for Gragas, so actually maxed
Just
out
for
the
the
E.
cooldown, I suppose.
Yeah, it's probably not bad.
Yeah.
I don't play Gragas top, so I don't know what people normally do.
I normally like to max R as soon as I can.
A little troll, it seems like, but
Gank coming in on the Orin.
they do get the flash. Little. I think the Zac ulti actually bumped him while he was throwing the Gragas ulti, and it put him a little off. I mean, yeah, it's a tough thing to coordinate, but I think Gragas had good range to be able to throw it a little further. Yeah, and then throws a nice empowered spear as well at the end, so...
Yeah.
Looks like the lane's gone 5. Jinx is down 15 CS, but a lot of that, I believe, was just from the early plays around going, like...
I think that's normally expected in a Jinx Ezreal lane. That's why I was a little surprised last time.
Yeah.
I think Ezreal should normally come out a little bit ahead.
I know if I'm Jinx, I'm
everything
not
else is
worried
even.
about it, that's for sure.
No.
Nice W to block the Pantheon.
Yeah, that looked like he was already on top of
Yeah.
Poppy.
Demolish proc on top turret. Orin gets a little platey. So Pantheon is 6. I think he should be immediately like looking to pressure map, but it is Syndra, so like if you don't have the E used up, then you just land and get stunned immediately. But if you have your E to block her ulti, at the very least you could get like a, you know, her ult out, which helps the Ahri a lot. But Ahri should be able to also follow it up if you coordinate, and Ahri can ult and, you know, charm.
Yeah, especially if you have Zac and stuff around, the E probably won't be up. Yeah.
I think that's a blind charm over the wall. Unless, I mean, their vision just dropped, I guess. Not like totally blind, but I guess maybe.
You're there in the area, but the actual
TMG just sticking her. Oh, beautiful charm. Gets cleansed, but he has no flash. He's going down. Archmere, pretty clean.
Must have taken a shower recently.
Yeah. Call him Ari Tamara, you know what I'm saying?
Oh. Nice.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Just bought it. Another Demolish proc, little platey action top. Every time it switches over there for me, it's just Orin slapping the turret with Demolish.
It's pretty satisfying.
Yeah.
Kha'Zix playing the Krug game.
He's Krugging.
On another level.
He has a minute to get this Herald out and get plates, though. So I think he should be trying to do that. Bot's coming back. They should have time to set it up here. Zac's walking to his bot side jungle, so he could maybe cover, but Jinx is recut. Jinx actually might be dead here. Kha'Zix ulted late, but just maybe not enough time. Not enough time to react to that, I suppose.
If they get the Panth, it's not a big deal. It still can drop the Herald. And
Zac hopefully just walks straight here. It looks like he is.
Yeah.
Dropping the Herald. It'll have time for plates. They do know Zac's here, but Poppy ult misses. Zac backsteps well. So they do get the knock up there. But they get the plates.
Kill on the Poppy.
Yeah.
Nice. Gets stunned by Pantheon. Jinx are just.
Syndra's here, but Ahri's nice catch on the Syndra.
Just gets out.
Yeah. And the Ezreal actually solo kills the Panth, though granted he is pretty
Jinx. Low. Oh. Not able to get the auto off. It's like Jinx used flash heal there, maybe just to try to catch up to the Syndra and not able to pick it up. Worth a shot though, because if you get one kill, everyone else starts sweating.
And also, they did get the Syndra flash there too, so she has
traded at least.
Cleanse in like a minute, but Ahri's got ulti and flash, so definitely some kill pressure there. Especially with Zac follow up, and he does have. He's level 8, so next level he'll be. Oh, he doesn't notice the zombie or Farsight there.
Bro, Glaive on the Pantheon, love to see that.
Yep, I think that's really good.
Get that puppy
There's
and some Moldy boots.
Yeah, that's Syndra's dead.
Yep, Syndra going down.
Though,
Poppy's
the steadfast presence, Archmeru waits it out, and nice clean catch.
Yeah. The Arch Lecter just chunking with those Qs.
Yeah.
Divine Slender build this game helped you through the Zac and the Gragas.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm a
Crown
big
would be
fan of
nice,
that build, which
but-
I do know it's like if you're into a lot of frontline. No.
Oh, ulti justice.
Actually, though, if the
Okay.
I was gonna say if Panth had empowered Q there, but I think it's just not up quite yet. Actually, could have finished off Kha'Zix, I think. Yeah, I don't know if I'd have built it into just the Zac and the Gragas who's going like. He's probably going to get like mostly tanky after that, but it's not bad. I just know after the Divine Thunder nerf for ranged a long time ago,
Yeah.
I feel like it hasn't felt quite as good. But again, I'm also not playing 80 carries, so.
Yeah, they don't have great answer for the tanks, I don't think, other than, I mean, Ezreal is not a great answer, but it helps
Yeah.
him out a little bit. But you still do decent damage without it, especially if you get some other tank shred items
Yeah.
besides your mythic. But also, you know, if you kill, if the backline
Nice
is dead.
engage. Or an ulti to disengage. Pantheon blocks the damage. Zac getting chunked though.
Big Syndra damage. Kha'Zix going in.
Charm onto Kha'Zix. Pantheon stunned up. He does not have E, so he's going down. Syndra still has ulti. I think Zac has Cell Division up though. Jinx has to be really careful. He does not have sums. Really
Yeah.
nice charm onto Kha'Zix, but no
Good
ulti in the
Vileus.
Yes.
Should at least defend the tower.
Nice teleport onto the Bloblet there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dragon coming up. Both teams at 1. So, looks like it's going to be a Mountain Soul this game, which, honestly, the more Mountain Drakes, either team, but I think Fam would really like them. I think that's going to make it a lot harder for DMG to play how they want to play,
Yep.
especially if they
Yep.
get the Soul, but Kha'Zix just burn it down. Pantheon
Already
ults
done.
in.
They just TMG just killed it way
Ornn's
faster
super
than Fam
low,
was
but
expecting.
Ari does have Flash, but... Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
I think you can probably just get the Poppy anyways, so...
Mm-hmm.
We're really close on the Spear there from Panth. Almost picks up the... Well, it
So
does have the
Poppy-
crit damage, under 20% health for the Ornn, but it is Ornn, so...
Poppy E got Prio over belly bump.
Damn.
Today I learned. The more I see this Poppy pick anywhere in the game, it's like it's just really good.
Yep.
Ooh. Oh, E goes the wrong way. Oh no.
Might have thought, too, with Kha'Zix's invisibility. Oh, no, he only got invisibility from Duskblade, so... He might have just thought he was going to clear over him, but, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough with the high mobile champs.
Probably expecting just to get one shot, so just trying to throw it out as fast as
Yup.
possible.
Oh crap, oh crap. Pantheon is going one of the tank mythics, which I know you like. I don't even think you need the front line though with Gragas Zac, so I don't know if I agree with that. I feel like if you're picking Panth and you're going to tank mythic, probably shouldn't be playing Panth.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like building Sunfire on Pike, like just don't play Pike.
Yeah.
In my opinion anyways, I don't know. Obviously there's different ways to play the game, but
Just there's probably better champions that would slot in,
yeah.
can use those items better.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I know, like, game state can differ. Like, maybe you picked Pantheon thinking it's going to be different right now, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't think it's worth pivoting to, like, a tank Panth. All he provides besides damage is, like,
Oh, good
0.75
R.
second.
Not
All Yeah,
not
that's
enough
actually really
damage,
fucking
but-
good.
Yeah. Pantheon support, would you say is Eclipse too expensive? Would you go Duskblade or something.
I think
Or
Duskblade's
still,
about the same cost, isn't it? Or maybe like a couple hundred or 100 less or something. I thought maybe
probably,
not.
I guess probably about the
I
same.
thought the Assassin Mythics were like all pretty dang close, if not the same. Maybe I'm wrong there though. But I always go. I shouldn't say always. If I'm Eclipse is like generically the best on Pantheon. Though if you're against like heavy frontline, I've seen people and I've tried going Divine Sunder. The game I did it didn't feel great, but it normally doesn't feel that great going Pantheon into like a ton of frontline. So I think it maybe is just like better than nothing, I suppose. But I think it's pretty standard to just go Eclipse into Black Cleaver. It's like first 2 items on Panth. Now if you're like steamrolling and you'll get like early kills and you're not against much frontline at all, you could actually go Yomu's first. Pantheon is a very immobile character. The only thing he has is if you have an empowered E, he can get movement speed after it ends. But other than that, he doesn't have any mobility other than, go in button. So
Yeah.
that can definitely help there, and it just helps you roam around the map, but actually covers for a good amount of his weaknesses. And then the only thing there is, like Black Cleaver is really good on him because you also don't want to get one shot.
Yep, and on
Ornn's
support
is
you'd
so
be
good.
building. Ooh, big Ezreal ulti, big Ornn ulti.
Yep.
Lots of just AoE things for this corridor. And
Flash
obviously
Gale
Jinx.
Force away from Jinx actually does manage to get out. Nice ulti in.
Six-
Oh, Ari gets stun up though.
Yep, Trevor positioned well, not
Yep.
really letting Jinx in.
1 for 4 over for TMG. Nice E flash finisher
flash.
up. Yep. With the reset
chompers.
E, I think he jumped into chompers, yeah. We're only human, guys. Everyone makes mistakes, okay? Be cool.
I'm cool.
Yeah, be cool, dude.
No.
Okay.
The the support Pantheon though, if you're going Umbral, it's like
Oh, yeah.
Black,
Support, I
third,
feel like you're going to be going Umbral first every time. I would,
Umbral
anyways.
into Eclipse, and
I think that's just like...
Umbral into something.
I think that's just too good. I've even been building Umbral a little bit more on mid, but I don't know. Mid, you're still like looking to 1v1 people so heavily, but like Umbral is just super cheap too, so I could definitely see the argument. And I have done it first item a number of games, but I also pretty early on Panth a lot of times just switch to Sweeper, and then you can kind of do, you can still clear out vision, but the Umbral is nice because you'll, on top of clearing vision, what I really like about Umbral is it's just like a permanent like know if you're on vision button. Like you can just not button, but it's just like, yeah, if it's not popped, you're golden. So you can know the whole path down to like bot or something if you've been spotted.
I think it's a really good item if you're ahead early. You can just really deny vision in the enemy jungle. Where if you're behind, you're probably not going to be buying it. But not want to.
Or in Sunfire does trigger the Baron, gets a little chunky chunk, but shouldn't matter. He's going back to clear that ward. He's gonna trigger it again. Maybe not.
I think it only popped because Jinx autoed him.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say. Here. Just freaking out. Sorry.
Scuttle Crab just getting red. I don't know what it was thinking. Being that overextended.
Yeah, unreal.
Not my Scuttle. Pretty good setup for Baron now. Mithril starting it and kind of alone at the moment, but
Oh my god, big damn.
Oh.
That's a huge combo from the Syndra.
yeah.
Bradley just kind of won that fight before it started. He does... Oh, I think he fat-fingered Flash. He kind of flashed in place there. It looked like. And then again, spectators sometimes weird at the flashes, but doesn't matter. Clean
Mithril
3 for
still
0.
on the Baron.
He's like, don't worry, guys. I got it. They don't have a Smite, and Kha'Zix is... I don't know. This is like...
I think if Ornn was in the fight instead of doing Baron, he'd be tanky enough.
Yeah.
Just to tank it, but
And it's not like he's really dropping it low enough where it's like...
Kha'Zix's backing.
I mean, they don't have Smite either, but I think Kha'Zix just jumps and... Alright, well, worked out. They got Baron.
Yeah.
There is Soul possible in 2 minutes 40 seconds. They will have Baron for the beginning of that if they rush it down. And they can obviously use Baron to set up priority for that if they don't just close out the game. They are 9k ahead in gold. 3 Drakes to 1, so definitely poised to close it out relatively soon here.
Do you think Joe asked for a blue buff? Do you think he said, can I go red here? Or not blue, red. Can I go red here?
He didn't ask. Joe just takes, okay? He just does what he wants. He's a wiffle ball champion.
Sorry I doubted you, Joe.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. There's the...
And Wolves going down here. Jinx too.
And kind of just hitting him with the wallet again, but a nice pick to start it off from Trevor and the Kazakhs.
Yeah.
Again, though, like...
Jinx is gone. Not really.
If you're fam, it's like, again, this guy... Not only an assassin main in the jungle, he's a Kazakhs main. Has been on the cusp of Masters multiple times this season. Like, pretty good player. I wouldn't feel too bad about getting caught out by him. He makes some wild plays happen. So, Ornn tossing up the Deicide ornament for Ezreal quick before possibly the final push, but a nice return kill actually on the Jinx.
Pantheon really chunking.
Kazakhs has to jump out, and he's living for a long time.
Yeah.
Zach going in, there's no Poppy to stop him. Syndra's going down. Cleanses,
Ezreal's
but nothing to cleanse. Yeah, Ezreal's kiting. He does have good damage. Jinx is going to be able to finish off Ornn. Get excited. Oh, no. Beautiful. Ezreal. Oh, Kazakhs coming in and finishes off Zach. Gragas is going to be able to finish off Kazakhs. Beautiful flash from Kazakhs. And Ari's just kind of stuck sitting there.
It's a really good ulti from
the timing of it all.
Oh,
yeah. So they don't feel confident finishing. Yeah.
I didn't know he was the Archlector.
Yeah. Yeah, put some respect on the name, dude.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir. I do like from FAM, they have the, I think it's the absolute trinket setup you should have in this situation. If anything, yeah, no, definitely. You could argue maybe like one less sweeper because you're so behind and stuck in base, but...
Yeah, what are you denying vision for, really?
And you have the Umbral, but like...
No.
I think Donovan smartly has the Farsight because he has the Umbral.
Mm-hmm.
Poppy just goes out.
Yeah, if you're doing that build, I wonder if you took Ingenious Hunter. Let me take a look.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Check it out.
Does not. You want Relentless, which is fine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Speed is good, yep.
But yeah, I do like the Genius Hunter. I don't think he's going to finish up his Mythic, but...
Ornn Wing onto the...
Oh,
wrong
really
champion.
nice Ornn ulti, though.
Yeah.
Layers it up with a really nice pillar stun, too.
So
and Kazakhs just doing the classic Kazakh leap around and pop everyone.
Yeah. Gets the slow.
Who's got Trevor on their fantasy team?
I don't know.
He, well, they're doing well this week.
Yeah, oh my goodness, 18-2 and 7.
Really nice series from PMG.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, everybody played really good.
And, FAM played well, but if anything, this series kind of solidifies the maybe don't give this guy Kazakhs thing.
Yep.
Which, like, I don't blame them, because I've been there, and I still, even after watching this, like, the back of my mind's like, oh, we can deal with it.
There could be a comp.
Yeah.
There could be a comp that we could
But then it's like...
why?
Yeah.
It's one ban. Why?
It's one ban. Why deal with it? I don't know. So, yeah, well played to them. Get the next series ready. Which is versus FF.
Do we want to restart the stream so we can change the title and stuff?
I was thinking that too. People are in here. It probably doesn't.
Okay.
No, I'll do it. Whatever. Like,
sure.
It should automatically restart for you guys watching it, but if it doesn't, just refresh the page in like 15-20 seconds here.